trying to find some angles. Not really a lot of stuff happening at the moment. Very, very slow round. Smoke down on Maiden. This is going to be the inside hit. But Mini has been taken by the CTs. Gets a frag, falls back. A lot of info being shown around now. 30 seconds, and the inside hit is going to be happening.
Indeed. And Heroes is going to be able to find Cucumber. Apex finds a trade. Heroes once again. This is so important for Billy. Again, throwing down the Molotov is going to be forcing Contis to go for aggressive peaks. And he does find both of them. What a beautiful play. Coming in from Contis when it's needed the most. 9 rounds on the board here for ISO.
I mean, that's insane. We can see, if we look at the scoreboard, Contis, not the top fragger on the team, but definitely having the most impact on the ISO lineup at the moment. That is such an insane play. And this is, we were talking about timeouts. This is maybe a good way to take a timeout just to slow your heart down and calm down a bit. It's easy to maybe go too much to the other side, but it seems like Contis is dealing with it fine, even picking up 2 frags this round as well. Otto now with the info on the ramp player. He goes down, and that leaves it to Heroes being tipped by Contis. Such an amazing half and game by Contis.
Yeah, indeed. Very beautiful play. And it seems like I've lost my weapons again. What is going on with Go TV today? That is a very, very good question. I'm gonna try a little bit of a chic trip here. So obviously you guys is not gonna be able to see anything, but this is not gonna take as long. Let's see, video, and then we go from full screen window to full screen, apply changes. This is apparently gonna be fixing the problem. I've heard. If there's anything specific happens, you can just call it out.
Right now, not a lot. It's a very slow round from Billy here. Looks like they want to establish that ramp control. Definitely gearing up for it. Might be just going on a flash or contact here. Natty and Hero's going to be leading the push. Who knows as well. Definitely just going for the ramp control. And they are getting it thus far. Cucumber on the shallow angle, though. Might find frags. Gets taken down, actually. Auto swings wide, gets 2. That's a 2 for 2. Definitely in the favor of Billy, but gets a lot for their efforts here, ISO. Right now, Billy, though, is slowing down. They're not really deciding anything, going back, looking to find that inner bomb site. Aimpine, that was down in secret, now looking to revert back into main and making this an A split. But Apex, he's outside. He might get a glimpse of this.
Yeah, I mean, once again, he's going to be able to get some information there about A-Post standing inside main. Or actually, oh, well, there he goes, finally. Aimpine finally being able to find that CT. Now, there is going to be a bomb plan happening, obviously, here towards the A site. Meanwhile, the rest of the two, Contis and Apex, they might not even decide to go for this. Sure, they have a lot of money, but at the same time, this is a very tough retake to take. That grenade could do a lot of damage. Question is if he's going to be able to find a frag, though. However, there we go. Aimpine finds a frag. It's not going to be much they're going to be capable of doing. He's going to be rotating back, and that is going to be another round on the board here for Billy. 14 rounds, and we're closing in on what is going to be the match point here as well. Aimpine, oh, he's chasing in a good way, though. Throws down a flash. Now, Contis is starting to feel a little bit pressured because they're coming from both of the ways, and they're actually going to be able to find a frag there as well. So, again, a very, very, very successful round coming in here from Billy.
Yeah, strong showing from Billy here, and they have been looking convincing this entire game, but the scoreline has been closing up. It's a 14-10 scoreline, and it is tight. It can go either side. We do see a full buy from both sides here. We do have the open contest as well. However, should they lose this round, the match point is looking very, very scary. Going to be seeing a lot more yard control now from Billy. Haven't really been doing too much of that. They've just been smoking it off, maybe sending a guy secret, but this time it's a full team effort. And we've seen previous rounds where CT has rotated down Cucumber, but holding 5, that's rough. Conti's even getting 2. That's a good start for ISO. This might be what they need. Cucumber already down, ready for this push. Is he going to find a player? He does not. Miggity just swings, gets a headshot. Strong kill by him. Otto J already in position on the lower bomb site behind orange boxes. And this might be a bomb plant, but it's a 4v3 situation for ISO, probably just going for that retake.
4 versus 2, apparently.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, it's just tough right now. Like, this is what I said to you before the game. I was like, okay, so Billy and ISO is going to be a must game for us to watch. And at the beginning, I gotta be honest, it looked like Billis is just gonna take this over. But this is the, as I mentioned as well, this is the beauty of a map like Nuke, that it could just turn so quickly. But now it actually looks like Billy is gonna be taking control back here once again. It's just like when you're sitting in the couch, on the couch, playing your Xbox or PS4 with your little brother, and you want to take the control back. You just fetch it back because you need it. And now all of a sudden, Billy is gonna be up at 15 points and match point here as well. ISO definitely under pressure here, as they're gonna be obviously forced to just do miracles as for now, picking up 5 rounds just consecutive against a very, very good Billy team.
And I mean, not only just picking up 5 rounds, but look at their economy. They're gonna be running SMGs as well with their rifles, so not the best of buys. And I mean, if you're losing this, they do manage to get an off over to Counter-Strike. But if you lose this with all guns, I mean, this is going to be rough with a lower buy as well. So Billy going to be looking for that kill and even finding that off, and not a good start for the round for Isaac.
I agree. This is going to be a very tough one to try to handle for these guys. And there we go with Aimpoint also being able to find Apex. So we're going to be looking for more. Oh, there we go. It's actually going to be a little bit more there going in favor of ISO. But however, still with a 4 versus 3, it's still going to be very tough to try to do anything at this point. As you can see, they're just falling down one by one all the time here. Good position there from Apo. Again, though, 2 versus 2. This could be around. They could potentially be able to pick up. But if this is going to be going in their favor, I am not sure. Now they've Cucumber giving away his position as well. Bomb is going to get planted. Not going to be any problems. I think as far as we've seen what Billy can do, this is surely a win. Should be.
This definitely should be. I mean, it's a 1v2 retake. They have pretty much full knowledge of the enemy, and it's going single here. Full info. Aimpoint can just wait. You know, already has that info on the swing, so sees the gun there, goes for the spray, gets a kill. I mean, a very close game. Very, very close game. Scoreline doesn't really reflect that too much. But, yeah, ISO had a weak start. Didn't manage to catch up. Billy being pretty much convincing throughout the game.
Indeed. That means we are going to be having Billy in the finals here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We are just waiting for the other semifinal win that's done. We are going to be having the finals. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking through us. We're going to be right back with the finals.
Rivaldi in potere. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all. To show the others who is truly the king of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners. Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se. Finland, CSGOFinland.fi. Denmark, Esports.dk. And Norway, Gamer.no.
5LD. Put the video. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo!
guy, dude.
Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all. To show the others who is truly the King of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners. Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se. Finland, CSGOFinland.fi. Denmark, Esports.dk. And Norway, Gamer.no.
One look and I breathe. One touch feels skin deep. A picture perfect, undeserving. Everything will probably go in and out, one thought, and we break. Airborne as we face misconceptions, picture perfect, a balanced blend and some pretend. In and out. Get me through all the layers of you. Get me through. In and out. We collide, we break down, caving in to our doubts. Faces filled with sadness when words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go, said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over.
5 LD. What the grid? Oh my god!
Damn! Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all. To show the others who is truly the King of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners. Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se. Finland, CSGOFinland.fi. Denmark, Esports.dk. And Norway, Gamer.no. This match is brought to you by Kulu Master.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here once again for the finals. We are going to be seeing Sinsin versus Billy. I am not here alone. I have had the pleasure of having Insanity with me, helping me out this week, and I'm so thankful. Make sure to give him a follow at Twitter on Insanity TGTV. Make sure to do it, at least for our sake and for my sake. Dude, we've had an amazing qualifier so far. We've seen ISO both winning very convincingly, but also seeing ISO being very much challenged. And now we're in the finals.
Yeah, it's been a really good qualifier, and Billy looking really solid on the previous game as well. I think the advantage here for Sinsin is the fact that they were playing Train previously in the qualifier. Train, a very fun map, definitely CT sided, but could very much swing in the form of momentum.
Yeah, and with this knife round, it's like, do you know where the knife round actually was like founded, when it actually people started like doing it this way?
I have no idea. I would assume this is all the way back in early 1.6, but I mean, knife round back then and knife round now looks very differently. I mean, there was rules to knifing back then, you know, no heights, certainty, and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that's true actually.
slightly different, but yeah, it's.
When did you start playing CS?
Oh, I mean, I played it for a very long time, just casually, and didn't even play it like 5v5 back in Source, just playing, you know, zombies and all that stuff. But
Okay.
competitively, like a good 6 years ago.
Okay, but you started with Source.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I started actually at 1.5. so it's a little bit older, you know, when it comes down to starting playing Counter-Strike. But yeah, I was, for me, it was the same reason actually. It was my friend introducing a fun story. You know, on the what's it called? On the plate of a car, you have this letter, you know, EU, or it could be an S for Sweden, for example. That is a car plate that's from Sweden and such. When my buddy introduced me to Counter-Strike, he was like, "Yeah, I'm going home to play some CS." I was like, "The fuck is CS? Like, it sounds like a car plate. Do you have a car?" And like, he was like, "What are you talking about?" And then he showed me Counter-Strike, and I've been stuck ever since.
CS will have that effect on you.
Yeah, thinking of car plates first, but then start shooting headshots. Alright, let's focus on the game here. It's my bad, just bringing back memories from when I started playing Counter-Strike. Billy has been able to win the pistol round, but it looks like it is going to be a little bit of a challenge here, as Lamau and Banjo does, however, find the entries here, looking like they're going to be heading out towards B. But the question is, they do have a very spread out team at this moment of time. Do have the bomb actually in the center of everything, but 2 guys towards Ivy, 2 towards Pop, and it looks like this is going to be an A-split.
Looks like it's setting up for an A-split, definitely. Bomb all the way back, putting out some UT towards Yard here. Miggy, what can you find? Finds one, gets taken down. That's aim point with the scout, only left, gets taken down. That's a 1-1 scoreline. Important to note, we didn't talk too much about the pistol round. There was a bomb, and that money was the reason why Cincy managed to buy up this round. picking up this follow-up round, definitely a good start for Cincy, especially losing that pistol and then picking up the consecutive round. Billy, however, on the back foot now, only with Deagles, a couple of utility, and some Kevlar. That's a rough way to hold yard.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you are in these sort of scenarios, you'd like to be as close as possible, but it looks like Migami is not going to be having any issues with being able to use that Diggle for a long distance. Actually going to be able to find Lamau immediately, but now looking for that second frag is going to be a little bit tougher as Milty actually goes in for the peak here with the Famas, does find the first frag, now going to be looking for a second as well. Heroes is going to be taken down from behind. Is Apo again? Not Apo. Apo as... What the frick? We have 2 Apos? Didn't we just see an Apo?
It was spelled slightly different, but yes, Apo was definitely part of the different game. But they are 2 different people, luckily. So that helps. But yeah, Cincy picking up that round, playing a very like dispersed playstyle, and it's they're not really playing those double ups going for trades. They're just spreading out very massively in the start and making it work. Billy doesn't really know where to look and just gets flanked all over the place. That's a rough way to start. Looks like we're going to be having a quick B player, at least a lot of B presence. Get the initial frag. That should be the B side overrun. That being said, they're all going lower. Don't want to funnel down. And the B side definitely there's for the taking. That's going to be a retake from Billy here. 4 players, 1 Deagle, no kits. This is all about trying to do some damage.
Yeah, but again, as you mentioned, only using USPs, there is actually a frag going in favor from Mega to me. Aimpine also being able to find 1 all of a sudden. Might be even more damage being dealt here. Yes, and Dunn still goes down to 19 HP, but it's not going to be enough to be able to win the round or perhaps pick up a weapon and try to go for a save on that. It's actually Sinsin picking up a 3rd round here on the board. In Finland, we have like 10 Apos. Well, that's what. Which one? Okay, never mind. I'm confused. Should have just 1.
Definitely agree. Looks like a quick A-take here. Down Top Dog going for that early aggression. That's 2 frags. That's 3 frags in the way of Cincinnati. Very early. Even Lamau finding that 4th one. And Nadi, suddenly your entire team is gone and you're feeling a bit lost against 4 people. Not much you can do here. Maybe just go for the save, but does look like you want to do at least find some damage. However, it just goes down and loses that M4. A very convincing start so far from Cincy and Billy. I mean, they were looking solid in the previous game, but right now it looks like they're not really up to the task.
Yeah, I mean, we have 2 teams here that both has been playing and representing Finland at the King of Nordics. And, I mean, Sin has been that team that actually held the throne or took the throne as convincingly as they could. So Billy has not been able to successfully do so yet to be on the throne. But they've been able to win at least the first game. Had a little bit unfortunate times when they've gone out the first game as well. So I think this time they want the revenge, but at the same time, Sin is a very, very strong team. I really like to just mark those words that they are a very strong team, and I think they're not going to be coming in with any sort of remorse, if you can say that. They're just going to be going in with no respect whatsoever. Aimpine, however, is going to be able to find 2 franks, now picking up an AK-47 to work with, but Nadatek is going to be taken down. That means that Aimpine could potentially go for a save for this one, or if he wants to try to go for economy damage, because that would still work, even though it should remove his AK for this round. And right now the bomb plant, also very unusual bomb plant, actually planting towards C to spawn here, just to try to give themselves a little bit more room to work with. But yeah, it's definitely got to be going in favor here for Sensei.
I'm not sure if I agree with the choice of going for anything there. I mean, granted, you do have a buy in the follow-up round of CT. Sure, that's fine. You can afford that that loss, but I mean, you mentioned economy damage towards the terrorist side, but that's not as crucial as it is the other way around. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with that choice.
No, that's the thing, and also on AK, I mean, it's so important, especially for perhaps Aimpine in this situation, who has been so good in the previous game, to actually be able to have an AK for this round, for example. That could have been awesome, but now he does have an AWP, obviously, but he could have dropped the AK for somebody else. Here we go. It has been 2 very quick franks coming in for favor from Sinsin. It looks like they're going to be able to pick up the 6th round here as well. Nadatank, however, is going to be making it a little bit tougher. Here comes Unsto out of nowhere, finds the frag on the heroes, and now it's all down to Nadatank here here again, and that also means that obviously Heroes and Aimpoint wanted to go for this cheeky buy, try to buy up to double ops and try to defend with that. And I wouldn't say that's a dumb idea or a stupid idea or anything, but at the same time, they are getting so destroyed at this point that they have just burnt up their money. Like, there is no possible way they're going to be able to go for some good buy for this round. Obviously going for the pistols again, but they have to start thinking of something. They need to pick up at least a second round soon enough to give themselves at least a little bit of motivation that, you know what, we could pick up 2 rounds, we could pick up a 3rd, we can pick up a 4th, we can win against these guys. As for now though, 6-1, it looks very convincing for Sinsin.
Oh, I definitely agree at this point, and the double up, as you say, it's very risky. And right now, Cincy, they're just going for those raw aim duels with their AKs, and not sure necessarily double up is the way to counter that. And again, economy-wise, very risky. And this looks like to be the 7th round on the board for Cincin, and that is really, really starting to get crucial. And Billy, at this point, we've been pointing this out throughout the last couple of casts. Where are the timeouts? They need to come out. They need to find a solution, because at this point, they need to take pretty much the rest of the rounds for this half for it to even be a competitive half. And yeah, no timeout in sight. I don't understand.
No, me neither, dude. Heroes has been picking up the AWP here. They have to switch something up. They are going to be going with a 4-member towards the A side. Meanwhile, however, it looks like, yeah, there's actually going to be a push towards Pop. This is actually the favorite for the CDs. They could potentially be able to win this round just because they have a good setup already. And the Terrorist is basically walking straight into the crosshair of them. It's not going to be any problems for the CTs to actually challenge this. And Apo now all down to him. You can see the money situation. Lamal, 12K. Banjo, 13K. Unsto, 15K. You know, these guys are not going to be having any problems trying to go in for a buy here. So going in for the Franks for Apo here is actually going to be pretty convincing. But again, really good setup here from Billy. Is it going to be enough, however, to actually bring it back? Now they're having the double up setups here once again from Heroes and Namepine. Last time it did not work out. I'm not sure. Full bias is going to be coming up from Cincin again. I think they're still going to be able to keep that momentum against Billy. And I think Billy is just a team that falls under pressure, especially on a map like Train.
I hope Billy continue with the high-end pressure up yard. I think that was what bought them that round. I think we can expect a lot more from Cincin. Right now, they're just kind of going on that simple playstyle because it's been working. I definitely think Cincin has a lot more to offer. Whether we get to see that is kind of up to Billy to see if they can force it out. Looking like another yard control here, and again, Cincin not really doing anything in particular, but just winning their aim duels. And that's 4 players down for the team of Billy. And I mean, Natty, sure, you might be having a good flank here on the Ivy, and might get a frag or even 2. But to win this round, I mean, that's a stretch. The bomb even going down at this point. 3v1, not a situation that Natty should win, and Cincin is looking really, really strong so far in this half.
I agree. There we go. Now the tank's going to be able to find 2, but it's not going to be enough. And once again, Cincin's going to be able to go for a full buy. They do have the economy to almost actually run away with the, like, okay, I wouldn't say it's actually going to be that long, but it shouldn't be any problems for Cincin to actually go for a, at least some half-decent buys for the rest of the half.
Oh, I definitely agree. The money is so much in their favor that they should be coasting all the way to the half point. And right now, so much momentum behind their side. I mean, yeah, bit of a fallen peak there. Just straight down, takes the headshot and back up again. That is just...
But doesn't that scream confidence?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just... It's not just confidence. It's like overconfidence. You're going for peaks that you shouldn't win, and just... You're winning it just based on momentum. Midget going down as well here. It's looking rough for Billy, though.
Yeah, he should have been able to get that frag. He shouldn't have gone down there. Obviously, a Famas is not as accurate. I'm not sure if that's... sorry, I'm not sure if that's statistically proven yet, but the Famas isn't as accurate as the AK or the M4, right?
No, as far as I'm aware, it's not. But a lot of the old meta, which you don't see a lot anymore, was the burst fire of the FAMAS. If you get close enough, the burst fire with the FAMAS is actually very accurate. And that's 3 bullets straight to the head. So at that point, it is an insta-kill. But obviously, with a burst fire, you do run the risk of missing and then having to wait a bit before you get another bullet out. So but FAMAS definitely weaker than the M4. But even so, that is a kill that that Midget needs to get, and he doesn't. And Sinsin again, 9 rounds on the board on the terror side of terror on train. That's just too much.
Yeah, I mean, as you were pointing out in the early game here, and then I definitely agree to it. It's a seat-decided map. You should be able to defend. You shouldn't have you shouldn't be forced to push. But it kind of feels like that's exactly what Sinsin is forcing Billy to do. Like, come on, boys. If you're gonna be having a chance, you need to push a little bit. And when they push, they're being dominated anyway. Here we go with Aimpoint though. He's on his own turf. He's like, you know what? I don't give a crap about what you guys think. I'm gonna be just pushing on, getting 4 kills for myself, getting the information about the last remaining terrorists as well. I'm gonna be trying to go and pick up the ace. Oh, screw you, net attack. That was a beautiful play from me. I should have been able to get the ace, but it is 9-2-3. And Sinsin, however, as you mentioned, still 9 rounds on the T side of train. It's so confident, dude. And when they're jumping over to the C side, I don't see Sinsin having any issues defending against Billy.
I mean, yeah, I agree, because right now Sinsin is winning all forms of aim duel. So at that point, Billy need to bring out something special. But again, I mean, Aimpoint just says, "Hello, teammates, into the backpack. I will carry you through this round. Get the entire round." I mean,
into the backpack. Into the backpack you go.
Insane.
Yeah, true. I agree. I just like the expression. Into the backpack you go. All right. Full execute. And this is something that Sinsin also, again, they're just a mixed team, but they look like they've been practicing for years. Oh my god, the lineup coming up. Oh my god. Natty Tag could have been able to save this round completely. Now it's a 2 versus 4, but it looks like he's going to be working out with Miltsy. Banyo being able to find Franks are here and there, and also the last remaining one, and Miltsy picking up a hat trick in just a matter of seconds, and that's double digits. Again, that's just going to remove or destroy the momentum or any sort of like motivation for Billy. They're going to be like, you know what? This is nearly impossible for us to do anything about.
I mean, Miltsy, that's a highlight clip right there. Just sitting on top of the train, 180ing people as they appear. I mean, that's just insane. Well played. And as I mentioned, it's just the aim difference. I mean, Sinsin aren't taking any duels that's particularly good. They're just winning them due to their raw aim, which is just a fantastic... Yeah, it's just a showing of skill more so than anything here. But Billy getting the initial frag on this round, being up 1 player. Definitely down on the whole guns. Despite having double ops, they don't have any rifles on 2 of their players. So, I mean, Sinsin might just go for a grouped push here. And right now, though, very slow round. Sinsin slowing it down a bit more than they normally do. Midget getting that 1 kill as well. 3v5, definitely a situation where Sinsin is on the back foot. But Unstock's already out onto B. Might get some info here. There's an AWP ramp. Can he find that, or at least find the info that he's there? That is so crucial. Pushing up oil here. Not looking the right way. He does that, finds the frag, and that should be the call. But then again, Billy and 2 of its members have taken on Whitehall's, and they now have info on the bomb. Sinsin really split. This is looking really bad for Sinsin, and Billy finding the entries they need for this round.
Yeah, but also look at this. Unsto is now actually heading out to Connector. It's going to be able to go out towards the A side. Should be able to find some information that there's people towards Pop Dog. The only one that's going to be dangerous there is actually Aimpine, and he could do massive amounts of damage. Here they're going to be coming around the corner. Aimpine is going to be ready, but he's going to be missing his bullet. Oh, that's not something you want to do in this situation. Bomb is going to be going down. You can also see that Unsto is actually gone out towards towers there. It's going to be able to find a first frag. Heroes finds a trade. However, the Molotov being thrown in, and that is just going to be an 11th round on the board. Billy, it just doesn't work. And as for me as a caster, just watching this, obviously I can expect, you know, certain things to happen, and I could also see like how to solve it. But like, I'm getting the most frustrated at the Billy doesn't take a pause. Like, it's we casters, and I think I can speak for all the casters. Pauses are so incredibly useful when it comes down to a very intensive game. And sure, this might not be intensive for Sinsin. They're just playing their game and they're doing it perfectly. But for Billy, they need to change something. And now this is the last round. There's no point of taking a pause here, obviously. So jumping over to the other side, they're going to be forced to have an extremely good T side.
Yeah, and I think there's an entire art form to when and how to do pauses, and especially if you have coaches But just even in general, 5v5s, just reset, figure it
Yeah.
out, think about where the weaknesses are and how to deal with it. But again, the time to kill in CS gets lower, as in the fact that you die quicker the higher skill gap you get. So once you see the AWP shot miss, that trade is just so quick that, I mean, you can't miss AWP shots at this level.
Oh, that is very, very true. Now, that is going to be the first half, ladies and gentlemen. 12 rounds for Sinzin, 3 for Billy. That gives me the opportunity to tell you guys about our giveaway that we have. It's a fill-in-the-blank contest. You can win the Master Liquid ML240L V2 RGB by completing this poem. Air is silver, water is gold, but cooling with blank might be a bit too bold. Now, I'm going to actually just real quick tell you as well about this beautiful ML240L V2 RGB. Features a third generation dual chamber pump, our latest and greatest sickle flow, 120 RGB individual fans, and 25% additional surface area for extreme gaming performance. Now I missed a complete piss around. I'm sorry about that, but our sponsors, without Cooler Master, this wouldn't be possible. So I'm sorry for this piss around.
Well, not the start that Billy was looking for. Hero's trying to go a bit hero mode there and win the round, but it didn't happen, and that's 13 on the board for Sinzin. This should just be to coast it out, make sure you win it clean. Don't even offer Billy the chance back into the game, and we see here Billy, they do take a bye here.
Yeah, but what they're supposed to do? Like that's the thing. They losing the pistol round. They need to get something going. And right now, obviously, they're gonna be able to find a trade there, but there's still a Mal being able to find 2 franks. Aimpine needs to do much here. I don't know. It kind of feels like Aimpine has been so good at what he does. But it just hasn't worked out for the way that they've been wanting to play. I think Aimpine, no, actually Heroes is in the top frag there. Only 12 kills. Yeah, it's something with Billy. They're not making it work today. Billy, Train might not be their map.
Yeah, I agree. I think Train was a bit of a weird call, especially I assume they would have the info that Sinzin was already playing Train and playing well on Train. So a bit of a strange call there, but yeah, even if it did end up being Train 3-4, that's kind of a weak showing. But Sinzin just on fire, hitting all the shots they need, and just, again, there's no magic to what Sinzin is doing. It's just that they're doing everything so well.
Yeah, indeed. Here we go. Lamau being able to find it first. They're still going to be looking for more, obviously, but I think it's definitely going to be tough, as we're going to be able to perhaps pick up a 15th round here on the board. Billy having a lot of issues right now. You can see the rotations coming in. Also on Stowe, it's going to be able to pick it up. It's not going to be a problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like with the last money that they're going to be able to use, we're going to be having a final that is going to end off in a way that we perhaps was not going to be expecting. And I mean, especially you. Obviously, I had some sort of a hinge, or whatever you want to call it, about how Sinzin is as a team. But you've seen what Billy are capable of doing, and this is not the Billy that you recognize, I imagine.
No, I mean, again, Billy looked really solid on the nuke match, and now they're just, it's not the same team. This looks like very much so like just a random pug in MM, and it just doesn't work once you meet contenders that's good. And yeah, that's it. 16-3. So convincing.
Talk about a convincing final.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that means that we do have the finalists. It is going to be, as I were pointing it out, Sinzin, who's going to be representing Finland and King of Nordic this week. Make sure to tune in on Friday, because it is going to be a beautiful, beautiful episode of King of Nordic. Dude, if you want to, I'm just putting it out there. If you want to, you are welcome to join to talk a little bit about the qualifiers with me. If you want to talk about the teams, what are your expectations? If you want to, we could talk about that off stream, obviously. But you guys who are watching this stream, thank you guys so much for following and sticking with us here during the Finnish qualifiers, and a major, like insanity major, like if I could buy a billboard on Los Angeles Avenue, I would do it to Insanity for helping me this week since I've been sick. I think I appreciate it more than you expect I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, again, it's just been for me as a novice caster that's just kind of began into this entire fun industry, it's good experience, and yeah, thank you for having me. It's such fun to do it. I enjoy every second of it.
Alright, with that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to tune in on Friday for the King of Nordic. GG's in the Twitch chat as well for a beautiful performance from Sinniset, who performed extraordinarily well. And well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have our 4 teams for this week. See you guys on Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to Cooler Master for making it possible. Exclamation mark contest if you would like to win a ML240L V2 RGB Master Liquid from Cooler Master. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Bye.
By Valdi. Put the grip. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo!
This guy, dude.
Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all. To show the others who is truly the King of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners: Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se; Finland, CSGOFinland.fi; Denmark, Esports.dk; and Norway, Gamer.no.
One look and I breathe. One touch feels skin deep. A picture perfect, undeserving. caving in to our doubts. Faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. Let's go back, let's start again. To a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way. This is the hard way.
Let me feel your love again. 'Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights.